Before anything, guys, don't forget, okay? Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? And also do not forget, hit the like. It only takes you a second. I don't know what's so difficult. Come on, guys. We're trying to be the best community in the entire crypto space when it comes about coins that are going to make us money. So please, those things help the channel out a lot, okay? And again, mind your comments, because if you start to try to disrespect me, I'm going to block that comment, and I will block you out of my channel. I do not need nobody calling you boy. I'm not your boy. Seriously, I'm not. That's some racist shit that if you don't understand it, it ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna roll with that. Okay, so please be respectful. And if you're not going to be respectful, please keep on walking. And on Facebook, on what you call it, on crypto space, Twitter, on YouTube, whatever you want to call it, there is always a channel for you. But if you're going to sit here try to disrespect, yeah, I'm going to block you. I don't care. All right. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Damn. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, Clearity Act. Yeah. Kasongo. Yeah. You're a Sui supporter, right? Yeah. It will make some sense. You understand? You will understand. It will make some sense with time, okay? But first, we're going to look at the market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, today we're about to talk about the Clearity Act, okay? But anyways, before we get into that, let's hit our good friend, the big cockroach. This time, the official remarks on the Sui. There was a big rat. There was this huge rat that chewed some cables. this big rat chewed some cable. Even Uncle T was like, yo. I said, yeah, Uncle. He's like, man, I don't know what these motherfuckers got in their house. I said, what you mean? He said, Sue is there. I know, crypto Twitter is going wild. But the official announcement, they're talking about a big rat that chewed the cable. I'm like, man, that would be some big ass rat. Man, validators are fighting themselves. This is why I'm telling you. When it comes to, again, you hear these guys, they talk about, oh yeah, DeFi is going to run on Sui. Banking is going to be on Sui. Do you know how much money the banking system can lose if the network is down for 6 hours? Do you know how the chain, I mean like the chain of supply, the events, you go to the store, you are trying to pay for your shit, and the transaction is not going through. Not because you don't have the money, but because there's a big rat chewing the cables. When will you learn? When will people learn? I'm trying to tell you guys, you got to pay attention. Okay, look, listen. Yeah, there is money to be made in Sui. You made money, you fuck up. Those are not places you want to sit. Compare that to Kaspa. Compare that to Kaspa. We don't have validate anything with proof of stake. You have to. I've been saying it on this channel time after time. Proof of stake. You make your money, you fuck up. I had Sui. I sold, fucked up. Okay, right now I'm just looking at it like, yeah, I know. On our way down, yeah, that's when we're gonna make our money again on Sui, because I'm gonna short the living Jesus out of that thing. That's what I will do. I keep telling you, they're not. Because hey, listen, if you look at the Crashilandia itself, okay, the one that nobody takes that title away from it, because Solana, I think it's like 40 times ever since its inception that I think 35 to 40 times that Crashilandia has crashed. Now Sui is catching. Sui is catching up. That crown. Sui is catching up. The big first it was a big cockroach, now there is a big rat. Uncle T was like, damn, I'm holding a baseball bat. I said, what you do with a baseball bat? He's like, dude, if a big rat could chew shit out of Sui, imagine what can come inside my house to try to eat my cheesecake. So again, it's a lesson learned. All of them are just a copy paste because they are all proof of stake. They are not secure. If one thing happened, the domino effect is right there. Imagine you was trading and the network goes down. Do you imagine how much money you can lose? Again, you will learn. Well, is that just me, right? I'm the guy who doesn't know nothing, right? You will learn. But anyway, now let's go to the topic of today. I can't get off this big rat out of my head. But let's go today, okay? Excuse me for a second. So yeah, sorry about that. I had to answer the phone right quick. But anyways, if you think about it, I've been saying it here time after times. Guys, the banks are not going away. Banks are going to adapt. That's what I've been telling you. And then if you look at it, we'll also discuss it here time after time. Guys, the way the government works, okay, is what matters. The US dollar, listen, you can do whatever you like on this Mother Earth. But if you try to touch the US dollar, you are doomed. You are doomed. Because if you look at it, okay, the Clarity Act, if you look at it, I think it's section 4. I was reading it earlier today, but I didn't stop to really read everything. I just picked some points. If you look at section 4, that is what caught my attention. And the reason why banks have an issue with this, and again, when banks say, the whole entire country catches that cold. Coinbase, okay, Uphold or whoever that is doing this crypto staking, stablecoin staking right now, are giving you a profit. From their profits, they are giving you, I think, 4 or 5%. That means if you stake your stablecoins, you get 4 or 5%. Okay, that's the number one thing. But if you go to your traditional banks, you're only getting 0.0 something percent. So if the Clarity bill should have passed today, okay, most people, including yours truly, okay, would have taken their money out of the banks and put it on Coinbase, on Kraken, on Uphold, or wherever, because I know there I am getting 4%. You understand? Versus the bank is with my savings account, or of the thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands that I have over there, I'm not getting much interest. Do you get it? Now, banking losing clients is going to lead to the same problem. Again, they tell you economy is doing good, but if the banking is not doing good, economy is not doing good. And definitely at this point, when we have that the job numbers are going low, banking definitely is not doing good. If you add the injury, the salt to that injury by passing that Clearity Act, in which now crypto takes much more power, imagine the chaos that you are about to cause. So now, Coinbase could cry as much as they want to cry. Kraken could go belly up if they want to. Once JP Morgan complains to our good friend Uncle Trumpicius, Magicius, and then Trumpicius look at what the hell is happening, he'd be like, oh, hell no. Not today. Not happening. Not today. So most people are still like, okay, how are we going to fix this? Midterm elections are coming. And I'll give you a pretty good example, okay? Now, I do remember a couple days ago, somebody asked me about privacy coins. You're talking about Monero, you're talking about Zcash, and the rest of them. And I told them, I said, listen, I am not trading privacy coins. I'm not. For one simple reason. You know the government likes to know who, when, how much. Okay? They like to know everything. Who, how, when, how much. They want to know. Okay? So you have that right now. And in Europe, you know how much money Monero and Zcash, all of them lost? Because in Europe right now, they are applying it. So when they were applying those things, most of the exchanges in Europe delisted Zcash, delisted Monero, and the rest of them. The price went down. When the Clearity Act goes live, when it goes live this time, Zcash, Monero, the rest of them might be delisted from every exchange, like you know. Because again, it's all about the US dollar. Now, Coinbase on the other side, they don't agree because now, for me to transact, right? I know so far they are doing KYC, okay? But on that Clearity Act, the government is telling Coinbase, if you are going to do that staking and you're going to do this yield sharing, 4%, whatever, basically you are a bank. That's what's happening. Basically, you are a bank. As being a bank, meaning you are selling commodities. And as being a bank, you now have to report everything that you do, just like the banks do. Now, is it illegal for them to have 4% or 5% annual? No, it's not. But they know very well, the banks, JP Morgan, Citibanks, the rest of them, they know very well that Coinbase, Kraken, Uphold, whoever they are not going to want to show their books. They're not going to want to do that. Okay, now, they are interlocked. The banks know, according to the rules and regulations, sooner than later, they will win. Sooner than later, they will. And then you also have that, okay, the banks have agreed, saying, okay, we are going to purchase United States treasuries. Okay, let's say I want to deal with $100 billion in stable coins. I am going to have hold United States $100 billion worth of United States treasuries. How much money do you think that Coinbase, for example, makes with stable coins? That's another rule that Coinbase does not want to agree to, because now, just in the last year alone, Coinbase, I think they made a yield or a profit of over what, $13 billion. The US, the Clarity Act bill is telling them, okay, you're going to be dealing with $13 billion worth of stable coins. You have to buy that thing, the US treasuries, for $13 billion. So the fight is going on there. Coinbase threatened to walk away, and everybody's like, well, that's it. If you want to walk away, walk away. If you ask me my humble opinion, if Coinbase walks away, they're going to lose. They will, because you can't run away. There's no way you're going to go right now. Europe is tightening down on the same kind of action. Every exchange in Europe has to comply. Okay? In the US, that's why you still see Zcash, Monero, and all that stuff. They're still working because the Clarity bill is not yet out. I told you here some time ago, not long ago, that 99.9% of these coins are going to disappear when the Clarity bill comes out. On the surface, it seems like crypto won. That's what it seems like, because everybody and their grandma is celebrating. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Oh yeah, look at price of Bitcoin started going up. Oh yeah. But actually, the government won. The government that you are trying to keep out of crypto, you do not want to be held down by the governments. Actually, they won. Because with the Clarity Act coming in charge, like I told you, I think 2 or 3 videos ago, Clarity Act going live opens the gates for Wall Street. The same situation when Bitcoin went from being retail, you and me, into ETFs, into paper Bitcoin. The same situation that happened back then is what you are about to see when the Clarity Act goes live. You're about to see, and that's why I told you, short term, we will make a lot of money. Right now, you see how it started to run, then this happened, got delayed again. I still stand by it. 6 weeks to 2 months. That's why I still stand by it. They are going to pump it. There's no way they are going to hold it back for this long. Because again, the entire world's economy is hitting the fan. The shit is hitting the fan right now. That's what's happening. So you look at the Clarity Act and you look at the banking system and you look at the US economy, put 2 and 2 together. Trumpicius Magicius is a genius. He's a genius. Because no matter how you look at it, like again, when you start to see that and you hear people talking about, oh, the ruling against the tariff is also coming up, okay? Do you think the banking system is going to pay back all those tariffs? I don't think so. I think the Supreme Court is going to be like, hell no, not happening. And Trump is going to win that one. He is. So yeah, you look at Clarity Act and you thought, everybody, their grandmama thought it's going to be like, oh, the Clarity Act comes in, Trump take the stamp, presidential, bam, stamp it, and everybody kumbaya. Nya, 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 heh, nya, 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 nya. That's it. That's what you thought. But it pays. It pays to read in between the lines. It pays. Because no bank in this world, trust me, I don't see any bank who is going to give you 4% interest on your stablecoin staking. I don't see any bank that will do that. Coinbase right now, I don't care how high they cry. I don't care whatever they threaten, however much they want to threaten. But I don't think they're going to win that fight. They are not, because you are going against Uncle Sam. So what they're trying to do right now is take that same power that they had before and put it into the banking system. Maybe the banking system is going to raise up the little bit of the interest rate or whatever the payout. Maybe they're going to raise it from 0.005 to maybe 50%, like a 0.05, or maybe they're going to raise it up to what, 0.03 or something like that. Who knows? But they are not going to give you that 4 or 5% that Coinbase is giving you. And if Coinbase wants to do that, trust me, they are going to have to pay Uncle Sam, because Uncle Sam look at the money that these guys are making and they see that they don't have a piece of that action. That is the main problem right there. That is the main problem. Now, we're going to see two things. Like I'm saying, the banks are going to win. But if the centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, the rest of them wants to do this in the US, okay, I think that APY will come down. It will come down to be the same thing as banks. I don't think they're going to be more than banks. So yeah, you see it, and the fight is going on. This one is talking here, the other one is talking there, and you sit in the middle like people throwing ping pongs at each other, and you go like, oop, 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 oop. What's happening? That is when you have to sit back and look in between that line. Where is the opportunity, right? Where's the opportunity? Because yeah, the banks are going to cry. Coinbase is going to cry. At the end of it all, we don't give a crap. All we care about is where are we going to make the money, right? Now you start looking at the coins we talk about on this channel. On the banking system transacting on stable coins, you have quants. Right? You have quants. So yeah, whether the APY goes up or it goes down, it is always going to get used. The banks are always going to use that over ledger. Start piling on quant. Okay, that is the US. Look abroad, Middle East, everything else, world core is happening, right? And this is one thing about Kaspa that I like, is that they already complying with the government rules and regulations. They are not changing anything. They are not going to add 4% APY, none of that. If the bank is holding 2%, 2% is going to be. If the bank is holding 10%, 10% it is going to be. They are not changing anything. So again, Kaspa, Look at that. So when we talk about these coins here, you have to look at it. Look in between it. Clarity Act is good. Which one is creating friction? Now that things are happening like that, do you think there's going to be a success in XRP? Do you think it's going to be a success in XLM? Do you think there's going to be a success in XDC? Because the last time I checked, look at the APY on Flare, which is on XRP. Look at the APY on it for if you're staking. You see? Things are beginning to play out. Just like I told you. All you have to do, watch macro economy. When you watch that macro economy, it will give you a kind of sense what the market is doing. So far, again, it's not running like everybody's telling you, yeah, it's going to run for 6 months. And no. It's going to be a short run. And to determine that, we're going to wait 6 weeks to 2 months. We're about to see. Because again, I'm calling it 6 weeks to 2 months because before the midterm election, Trumpicius Magicius wants to be market being bullish or at least being neutral. That's what he wants to do. Right after the midterm election, you are going to see the biggest red candle we ever seen. That's what you're about to see it. So now, either that or before the election, the market runs, and because the entire world don't give a crap about what the US is doing. As you guys already seen, the Japanese carry trade has also started heating up. So yeah, that's another big moo coming. Okay, MSCI with Michael Saylor, there's another moo also coming because they said, okay, decision hasn't been made. They're going to look in February and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you start looking at those things. Look at Clarity Act. Look at the macroeconomy. Look at the banking system. Look at, man, it is going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy. Question is, what side of that bridge are you going to be standing? Like right now, yeah, market is correcting because of the Clarity Act drama, but I don't think it's going to be long. The trajectory is going to pick up again. What are you doing? Are you buying or are you crying? What are you doing? Okay, come on, excuse me. Yeah, these guys won't let me be. But anyways, so yeah, you have to look at it. What are you doing? Me, I told you, short term, I will make a lot of money. Long term, I'm going to become a multi-millionaire. Because again, when you look at Kaspa and you look at development coming out, yeah, I think me saying Kaspa to $10, I'm falling short. I think Kaspa is $100 coin. Based on what I've seen so far. Look at Sui crashing because the big rats are chewing. Look at Crashilandia crashing even though they try to make upgrade. Look at Ethereum, it still can't keep up. There are too many layer 2s, the fee is high, and Kaspa running smooth. It is going to happen. Don't let it catch you off guard. Clarity bill or not, it's just a matter of time before they approve this. And at the end of it, it is all about banking. That's all about. This Clarity bill is all about banking. It's all about the government. Who wants to know who, when, how much, and how? They want to know everything. I'm telling you, time is about to come when even a decentralized, you guys know that on Uniswap we do have that same problem that Coinbase has, right? We have yields, we have you can stake in this coin and you get this and blah blah blah. The same problem is about to happen, and before you know it, they're going to give in. It's going to be a time when you want to swap something on a decentralized like Uniswap. It's going to ask for your facial recognition, your social security, your this and that. It's going to be the same thing. So even if Coinbase threatened to walk away, whatever, well, it's up there. It's their problem. You are going to end up having to learn how to code. Because again, they are not regulating code. They are just regulating the transaction, right? They are regulating the institutions. Again, it's up to you. Whether you want to learn how to code it so you can start coding your transaction and blah, 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 it's up to you. But how many people in the world are going to do that? At the end of the day, they are going to give in because Coinbase cannot fight the Fed. The US, you can't. You are talking about trying to go against the good old dollar. And once you do that, well, let's just say you should look at your good friend, the most recent one, Venezuela. What happened after they tried to go against the US dollar? Look at the next one, Iran. I told you, right? what's happening there as we speak. And you think Coinbase has enough power to try to do something about the US dollar? That's what the issue is. Clarity Act is not what you think it is. It is giving power to the banks. And behind the banks, who is standing? Uncle Sam. It is what it is. At the end of the day, they're going to have to agree to disagree. That's what it is. So yeah, Clarity Act is not like all these influencers are telling you is the new thing, the best thing since the since the invention of a sliced bread. It's not. Clarity Act is just giving the same power that Uncle Sam had always have, giving it back to them. It's not. There's no difference among it. Coinbase doesn't agree. Kraken, whatever, they don't agree. Guess what? You can't even run to Europe because Europe is applying the same rules because the government always going to be in control. They want to take those taxes one way or another. You cannot run away from it, right? I'm telling you, that's what's happening. So don't listen to these guys telling you, yeah, Clarity Act, yeah, look at this, look at that. No. By the time they iron it out, they're even going to make things worse. Because now, the reason why they postponed it, because they brought, oh, this is what Coinbase is complaining about. Oh, shit, we missed that point. We need to put a hole. We need to close that hole, too. That's what is happening. But in the meantime, for me and you, we don't give a crap about that. All we want to do is make money. And right now, follow the money. Follow the money. Like Warren Buffett said, okay? Don't be that guy who wants to sell at the top. Who want to sell at the bottom? Like you buy something at the top and you want to sell it at the bottom. Don't be that guy. Warren Buffett, that's the guy I follow. Okay? You see blood in the street, that's when most people want to follow. And trust me, it's just psychology. The markets know this, and I've said it here many times. Market does not always rule in favor of the majority. I have never seen this. Now the entire people are bearish, right? Look at what the market is doing. See how many liquidations are happening right now. So yeah, it is up to you. You want to sit there and cry about it? Me, I'm here to make money. Generational wealth. That's what I'm here for. Go read the Clarity Act yourself and then make your decision. It's not what they're telling you it is. Okay? Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. To do that, we need our good friend Crypto Bubbles. Where are you? Right here. See, I told you it was just that little shakeout. No more, no less. People that jumped the bridge yesterday who didn't understand what the Clarity Act was all about. What do you see now? The same thing, right? We got 6 weeks to 2 months. Just watch and see. Anyways, let's start first with our king. Kaspa. We have here for the past hour 0.1% down, 4.2% down on the month, 4.2% down on the day, 1.4% down on the week, 2.4% up on the month, and 66.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.24 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at 18.75. Guys, pay attention to that volume. Pay attention to it, okay? Something is brewing. Let's look at coin QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Same situation like Kaspa. Look at that. 0.6% down the last hour, 0.9% down on the day. On the week, we are down 0.1, 0.2% up on the month, and 28.2% down the year. Look at that yearly. It is beginning to fall too, right? It is beginning to fall, sitting at a market cap of $1.09 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $17.36 million. Look at that volume. Oh my God. Now we look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. What do we have? See, Cubic right there. Laying flat the last hour, 1.6% down on the day, 4.8% up on the week, 19.9% up on the month, and 71.6% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $96.02 million and the 24 hours volume traded at $1.75 million. Okay, now we look at the Jasmy, the Japanese Bitcoin, and we have here 0.5% up in the last hour, 7% down on the week, 16.7%. 7% down on the day, 16.7% down on the week, 36.6% up on the month, and 72.8% down on the year. I told you when it was like 86, 87%, I was entering my long position, and I entered it, and I'm still in it. Okay, sitting at the market cap of $412.43 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $32.47 million. Now we go look at Jonathan's pet turtle, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. They see the orange guy, 0.1% up in the last hour, 0.9% down on the day, 6% up on the week, 10.5% up on the month. And you see the yearly? I told you, it's already flipped green, 0.1%. They are going to pump this thing. Well, it's up to you. Sitting at the market cap of $1.93 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $61.04 billion. The volume has started to climb, right? Anyways, now let's go look at prices in details. And to do that, I need my good friend Trading View, which is this guy. Dixie going up, Bitcoin dropping. Well, that's what we want to see, an inverse correlation, but we would like to see the other way. We want to see Dixie down, Bitcoin up, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, now we look at the charts. Let's look at Kaspa. This is on the 1 hourly. Okay, now I know a lot of you who don't pay attention to things are going to start crying about this. Now, if you look at it, it looks like Kaspa, there is two kind of potential patterns that we could be forming here. The first one is going to be the W, which you can see, come on, get out of the way, which you can see is going to be this and another W, another one leg up to break this resistance. Okay, if we break it, support, up we went. Okay, that's one side of it. Another side, again, you can also say it's a cup and handle, which this one has become shorter. Okay, break the resistance on top and up we went. Now if you look at the ribbon, this is where people are looking at, okay, because they saw, first of all, price broke below, retest the moving average, and down we went, right? But all this is happening because Bitcoin took a breather after the monumental run it had. That's why I'm telling you, this, for me, it looks like a fake out. Now this is the time we usually zoom out. If you zoom out, look at it on the 4 hourly. What do you see? On the 4 hour, I'm seeing a range bounce. That's what is happening. Range. Okay, you see price, that's what I'm seeing. It's a range bound, which again, when you zoom out, you will see that first of all, is that same bull flag is still playing in effect. Okay, we went and tested we met the target at 5 cents. All those liquidations happened. Right now on Kaspa, 6.5 cents. There is a lot of people who are going to be jumping the bridge. Okay, now why I'm telling you it's a fake out, if you look at the ribbon, look at it. Ribbon is still red green squeezing together. So yeah, there is a move about to happen, so you gotta watch it. Okay, ribbon is still showing you there is bullish momentum. Now when you look at it on the daily, that's another one that you have to pay attention to. See the daily, ribbon still red, but it's squeezing and it's like really pointing upwards. So yeah, the price you're looking at right now is a fake out. Now don't forget, like we usually say, price always gets attracted to the moving average. Right now it is sitting at 6.5 cents. That's where it is. And coincidentally, like a lot of people will say, we are looking at that place to be the place all these liquidations is going to take place. So yeah, it's up to you. If you want to cry about it, that's your problem, not mine. For me, I'm sitting tight. Anything under 10 cents is just noise. Once we conquer 10 cents, we'll be looking at 15 cents will be 18, 19. Before you know it, all-time high, and then price discovery will happen. So yeah, I'm sitting tight. My trades are open, and you can do whatever you like, because sooner than later we usually see people jumping bridges, right? Anyways, now let's go to quant QNT and see QNT, the banker's coin. There you go. On quant, we are having a breakout already. Okay, the fake out that happened yesterday, we've already recovered. Look at that ribbon. It's already turning green. Turn green, and it's about to start going. And things are happening like I always told you, okay? We break, it looks like we came back retest. Now, time to see if we go up. That's what we're looking right now. Ribbon showing bullish. Price action showing bullish move. And now let's watch and see. Look at it on the 4-hourly. You will see the same thing. See? 4-hourly, the ribbon still red, but it is squeezing, and right now we are testing the moving average. We tried it, okay? You see here, we went, we couldn't, okay? We went the second time, we couldn't. Now we are going to go try again. We break above it, support, and up we went, right? So it's up to you. Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. Go look at that. And also you can even add Bollinger Band. It will tell you, and like I'm saying, everything is okay. Look at it on the daily. Ribbon still red, but it's no longer falling. It start to curve upwards. Right now, moving average is sitting at $88. So yeah, things are playing out normal. All you got to do is chill. Scale up your positions if you have any open, just in case we have these scam weeks happening. You would not get liquidated. Okay, for me, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Nothing but noise. Day traders, swing traders, whatever you want to call it. Because again, once Bitcoin take off and we start conquering that 105,000, the rest of the market is going to take that run with it. Again, 6 weeks to 2 months. Let's watch. Okay. Now you see, after that we'll have $151, which will lead us to 164. Once you conquer that, 176. Above that, $230 quant. Wow, that would be a lot of money for me. But hey, you between $230 to all-time high, there's not much resistance. We'll conquer that, and then we'll be into price discovery. Things are playing according to plan. All you gotta do, my friend, be patient and wait. That's all you gotta do. No more, no less. Okay. Now let's look at QNT. We're seeing QNT. Let's look at Bitcoin right quick. Although there's no point. You see, even after all the manipulation that happened, look at that ribbon. It is still going up full speed. It's still going up, which again, you know, Bitcoin start to run, utility coins will follow. That's what is happening right now. Money is not going to trickle down. There is a very short period. They are going to pump it, and yet people are not looking at it. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, what do you see? The same thing. And the most interesting part of it on the 4-hourly, you can see it's a bull flag forming. See? Next thing you know, bam, it's going to go. This is happening to give the ribbon time to get up there, and before squeezing up again and keep on going. That's what's happening. Again, go look at the MACD, go look at the RSI. Look at those things and you come to the same conclusion. They are going to pump it. There's no two ways about it. Those of you saying, oh, we are down, it's over with. Look at on the weekly. You see that? The weekly ribbon is already squeezing for the next big pop. And you should look at the, come on, let me bring this one out. Right here. You see the pie chart, the pie top indicator? You see it? The blue line is now flat. Red line, you are going to see this. They are going to converge. If the blue line start coming down to converge with the red one, I think they will be converging around that $150,000, $160,000. We know price of Bitcoin usually shoot above it a little bit before the ultimate crash happens. And that's what they're playing on right now. They keep delaying it. They keep delaying things back and forth, keep delaying them. But you have to pay attention. Okay, pay attention if you want to make money. Because if you sleep, I've told you before, if you snooze, my friend, you lose. It's that simple, okay? Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, like I usually say, please do not get into leverage position if you don't know what you're doing. Because leverage positioning is the easiest and fastest way you can lose your money. Okay, nobody taught me how to trade. I did learn on my own, trying and errors. That's how I did. But anyways, if you want to do the same thing, down below I have the links. Bydfi, which I do recommend. Okay, Phemex. Okay, you also have Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex. You get there, my friends, follow the links, meet their deposit requirements, and they're going to give you free money. Once they get you the free money, take $20 out and practice. Open trade, close trade, stop losses, trailing stop losses, scaling up your trade, scaling them down, and blah, blah, blah. All that goes to it, okay? Train yourself, because if you don't, my friend, and you use big money, you are going to lose it in a heartbeat. Trust me. I've been there, done that. So please do not repeat the same mistakes that I made. Also down below, I do have the link, okay, my link to Acorn. Acorn I'm using to teach my son how to trade on bonds, on ETFs and stuff like that. That one, just sign up, follow the link and sign up. You don't need to deposit anything. Just if you sign up correctly, they are going to give you $5. Once you get $5, my friend, it's a good way to start. It's not big, but hey, at least you are starting an investment journey for yourself or for your children. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you, but hey, that's how you make the free money. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Okay, let's start my Bydfi. We already know there I'm trading King, Kaspa, Quant, and Jasmine. Okay, let's see my overall since the market is doing its thing. Yesterday I was up $9,000. Today I am still there, $8,500 approximately. And if you look at my contracts, you will see that here on my Quant I am still down 4,500. It's like it's going sideways. We're still doing good on that one. So on Kaspa I am up $290 approximately, and on my Jasmine I am up $2,500 approximately. We're still gonna wait. I'm not gonna take no profits or anything, because again, if you look at Jasmine, just at 3 cents, 0.3 cents, this position will make me $28,000. So yeah, I'm going to sit tight and I'm going to watch. So you can pause it and check out my numbers. I trade at 50x and I do not use stop loss. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's going to be Phemex. On Phemex, I'm trading King, Kaspa, Jasmine, and Quant. Okay, let's refresh this thing. My overall here is sitting at $4,900. Let the market do its thing. I'm just going to sit tight. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here on Jasmine, I am up $2,300 approximately. Okay, on my Kaspa I am up $234 approximately, and on Quant I'm sitting at $150 up. So yeah, normal thing, the same thing. Like I told you, Jasmine, for example, if it goes to 3.5 cents, 3.5, I will be walking away with $25,000. But that's not my take profit area. I'm just going to see what the market is going to do, right? Now, last but not the weeks, we look Last but not the least, we're looking at Wix Exchange. On Wix, you guys already know I'm trading King, Kaspa, Cubic, Quant, and Jasmine. I have 4 positions open on this one. My overall sitting at $2,500 approximately. And if you go look at the contracts, you will see that here on my Jasmine I am up $71. Not bad. Okay, on Cubic I'm up $55. Okay, still holding that. On Quant I'm up $62. Yep. And on Kaspa, I'm sitting at $164 up. So yeah, the positions are there. We're just watching the market. And Jasmine, that's the one I'm using to show you guys today. For example, at 3.5 cents, I'll be walking away with $16,000 on this position. So yeah, everything is playing according to plan. All you have to do is sit tight and watch. If you make quick movements, you are going to lose a lot of money. Pay attention to the macroeconomy. Now, let's go look at the Acorn right quick. Okay, like I told you, let's see how my little boy is doing, how my son is doing over there. And we see it here, $766. Wow, I like that. $766. Is this doing good for a 9-year-old boy? So yeah, and if you look at his investments, we'll see that here we are up 5.02%. Wow. Oh my God, that's nice. Well, on the stock, we have the S&P 500 VOO, which is $359. On medium companies, IJH, we are up $46.73. IJR, which are small companies, $23. You don't ask me. For me, I wouldn't have included that, but hey, you know, maybe he's onto something. Let's just let it go. And on international companies, on IXUS, $184. On the bonds and ETFs, we do have ISTB, which is short terms US bonds, $45 on that, and AGG, which is US aggregate bonds, $107 on that. So far, yeah, I like what I'm seeing. The boy is doing good. It's actually surpassing my expectation. I didn't think it would be that much high looking at it this way. And also, we started the journey on his Kaspa's account, which right now, based on his allowance, every 2 weeks, he's buying $20 worth of Kaspa. Well, it's something, right? He's starting somewhere. His father, I'm buying $1,100 worth of Kaspa every 2 weeks, and he's buying $20. Well, it's funny to me, but hey, it's a way to start. At least he's getting the hang of it, right? Anyways, guys, now you know it. The Clearity Act is not what everybody and their grandmama is telling you. It's the same power giving to the banks. And if you look behind the banks, you see Uncle Trumpicius Magicius, aka Uncle Sam, standing strong behind them. So yeah, the government is trying to control crypto, and they're gonna get it. The issue here is not whether they do it or not. The issue here is how much money are you gonna make. That's what matters to us, because you cannot go against Uncle Sam. Trust me, you are not gonna win that fight. Okay, so please make your moves accordingly. Do not give a crap about whatever Coinbase says or does not say, because Coinbase is looking after their interest. They're not looking after your interest. That's how it is. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do not forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget to drop me a like and a comment. If you don't know, have anything good to say, hey, I will accept positive comments any day. If you don't have a positive comment, hey, drop me an emoji. That will work. Okay? Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can watch these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, get ready, because you don't have much time left. Okay? Bye-bye.